me and Ty Gracie was not seeing eye to eye at this time, so the communication was pretty much shut down. But Bubba Chuck, you know, aka Allen Iverson, he would call, and you know, see what was up with niggas or whatever, and you know, I would talk to him and shit, and he would tell me like, you know, why your man tripping, talking about Ty Gracie, like, you know, he taking you off of this, he taking you off of that, and I'm at this point, I don't give a fuck. I'm damn near laughing. I don't care, you know what I'm saying, because I know that I'm on a mission, bro. You know what I'm saying? We in the studio right now. You know what I'm saying? As I'm on the phone with this dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's cool. You know what I mean? But so he would try to keep the communication lines open as far as Bubba Chuck would do that. You know what I'm saying? He would call. We'll chop it up. But I never talked to Ty Gracie. So the Sony meeting that was coming about at this point now, they wanted to. You know, everybody wanted to fall in line now. Okay, we're gonna do this, and they was looking for us. But at this time, we didn't give a fuck. It was like, it's a done deal. We on a mission right now. We recording this killer tape, so we stopped answering calls. We wasn't going to no damn Sony meeting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had did it already, and the results were the results. So, you know, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me. Both of them, shame on me. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna get shamed a third time. You know what I'm saying? So I just knew that to change the outcome of our situation, we had to do it. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't gonna do it. Nobody wasn't. You know, they wouldn't do it. Like, we had to do it ourselves. So the killer tape, you know, was the way that we decided to change, you know, our destiny and what, you know, lied ahead for us. You know what I'm saying? So the Sony meeting was a done deal as far as we was concerned. But they was calling, they wanted us there. And we wasn't gonna be a part of that because we already had our mind made up that we was gonna record this killer tape. So
and we was like, I remember the upcoming following February, the NBA All-Star Weekend was gonna be in my hometown back in LA. So we was like, man, we about to press up like, you know, 1,000 of these bitches, 10,000. We gonna make like 20,000. We gonna sell these bitches for like 20 a watt. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or doing All-Star Weekend. You know what I'm saying? Just off the cover alone. We was like, it was gonna be a win-win because the cover was so fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? And then the music behind the cover is even harder and crazier. That we just knew we was gonna make like 20 racks that weekend. You feel me?
Damn right.
You know, just off the strength of that weekend. You feel me? But prior to that, the upcoming season, going from that summer when we started working on the killer tape in 2003, going into the fall of the NBA season. You know what I'm saying? The NBA. I don't know if they ever did this before. You know, obviously they used to have a NBA team in Norfolk, the Virginia Squires, that back in the 80s that got debunked quick. But in my era and generation, I never knew any NBA game being played in Virginia. You feel me? But they had an exhibition game with Chuck, you know what I'm saying, in the Philadelphia 76ers, playing Alonzo Mourning because they both from the 757, from the seven cities, Hampton Roads, Tidewater area. Chuck being from Hampton, Newport News area, the Peninsula, and Alonzo Mourning, you know what I'm saying, being from Chesapeake. He went to Deep Creek. Chuck went to Bethel. But they both played at Georgetown in college. You feel me?
Yeah, I remember.
They had an exhibition games with both of their NBA teams, and then the after party was at Jillian's out Waterside out Norfolk. Now, as I mentioned before, your partner, your homeboy that brought you actually around Cru Thik and around niggas earlier, over a decade earlier in the early 90s.
Late
Cuda,
late
the
80s.
dog.
Yeah, late 89 to be exact.
Yeah, 80 late. Yeah. Cuda was locked up back in 2000. I'm sorry, 97. So he just came home. Like, I don't know if it was like weeks. It was within a short period of time. He hadn't been home a good month. So he didn't know what had transpired over all these years since Chuck went pro, and the division, the divide, the divisiveness amongst niggas. He didn't know about all the fake shit and the bullshit going on. He just thought we was all one. It was all love with everybody.
As it should have been.
Yes, the way he left it.
Exactly.
But because in 97, Chuck just went pro. This is like his first season. You know what I'm saying? This is after his first season. You know what I'm saying? Going from 96 into 97. You know what I'm saying? The season ended, you know what I'm saying, in April of 97. You know what I'm saying? I just remember that the last time I seen Cuda, he came out to Virginia Beach, him and Ty Gracie, in a convertible Beamer, BMW, to my sister had just graduated from Norfolk State, and she had a graduation party with all her friends, all these females from Norfolk State. And, Cuda came out there, bossed up, flossing and shit. And I just remember that was the last time I seen him at my sister's graduation party in May of 97. So I know he got locked up shortly after that sometime. So now it's like October of 2003.
Right.
And he's just coming home. He didn't miss the bulk of Chuck going pro and the Matrix being formed and all the shit and the adventures and the stories and the experiences we didn't have. So he just fit right in, but he don't know that it's a civil war brewing that's going on. You know what I'm saying?
But like you said, Cuda's home. He don't really know, you know what I'm saying, the divisiveness and for lack of a better term, bullshit that's been going on, you know what I'm saying, since he been gone.
But the thing was him coming home and he see how feverish we was working on this killer tape. He was just so excited, you know what I'm saying? He even jumped on a couple joints as well, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, I think you and him got a joint together up there, don't y'all?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And we was anticipating, we about to come out with this killer tape. So we got flyers. So he take it upon himself. Now we not like this we separating ourselves from niggas at this time. Like we ain't fucking with niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like on the bullshit. Now everybody going to the fucking exhibition game. It's Allen Iverson and Alonzo Mourning. You know what I'm saying? Two of the biggest NBA play, all-star, two of the top people in the NBA, two of the top athletes from the 757 Hampton Roads, Tidewater area. You know what I'm saying? Biggest names. Who not going to the game? And then the after parties at Jillian's, our waterside. Who not going to the after party? Dainja and Kamal. That's
right.
Who.
Yeah, we is nowhere around that shit. Nowhere to be found.
You know what I'm saying? We like, fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying? We're not fucking with niggas at this time. You know what I'm saying? We focus on putting this music out because we know, see, the thing is, we always knew it was, and what I always would tell niggas, it's all about the music. It was never about Chuck. It was never about, Chuck signing what Chuck could do. Now, don't get it twisted. Chuck is the nigga too, and Chuck could have waved his hand, could have snapped his finger, and did any and everything for niggas. the whole fucking world, the music industry, everybody would have just jumped. And if Chuck would have said high, jump, they would have said how high to get niggas on. You know what I'm saying? He had that power too. But at the same time, we had our own power. You feel me? And I always used to try to dig in niggas' chest and remind niggas that we ain't never need Chuck. You know what I'm saying? Even though it would have been cool if we would have went that route, and the type of magic Chuck could have made, which would have been astronomical and unbelievable. You feel me? But we had our own powers too. You know what I'm saying? To make shit happen, and we was focused on that. But Cuda, he just coming home. He got the flyers for the Killer Tape, so he go to the game and to the after party at Jillian's, and that's when niggas see Cuda passing out these flyers, and then they confront him